Well, we've known each other years. I mean, we always used to bump into each other and talk.
Just have a nice chat and that, didn't we?
I mean, she's a tidy girl, like.
My ex was giving me a few ride-ins here and there, like. Dennis is there, have a chat with Dennis, this, that and the other, tidy guy. And that's how we clicked, really.
I mean, I've always had a little soft spot for her.
See how it goes from here now, innit?
Yeah.
Just take it day by day and help each other out as much as we can. Yeah.
February 27th, I got out of jail. But when I moved in here, it was stinking. This is my bedroom. I'm gonna put my bed down here. Put the bed down here. I got my bedside cabinet. And lay the carpet. And put my wardrobes down here. And behind, you know what I mean, my chest of drawers behind the door.
You can't put it in your work, can you?
Is that right, yeah? That's my first ever Swansea City tattoo. The proudest ever. I've been to a few prisons as well, like, and I always wear it with pride. Always walk around with my top off. Now I want to get clean. I'm starting treatment now on the 26th of this month because I tattooed myself in jail. I had test results done. I had a letter then from the nurse saying that come down to see me and I need to see you urgently. When I went down, she says, I'm very sorry, but you have got Hep C. I'm gonna try and get a cupboard, put a cupboard up on here. I'm gonna paint the ceiling, yeah, I'm gonna paint that now probably tomorrow. You know what I mean, there's bits of blood. When you're cooking up and that, you draw the blood into yourself and that, and when you draw so much in, there's a little bit of blood left in, and just, you know, they just squirt it. There was some on here as well. I put a bit on there. My stereo's in my mum's, it is. But
what music do you like?
I like all different type of music. I got loads of music, yeah. R&B, garage, R&B, Fleetwood Mac, Seven Wonders. If I live to see the Seven Wonders.
Well, I was an abscess. I had to go in for an operation on that because I missed there. You know, basically, my veins are kaput now. And that's going into another abscess. That one's not too bad. If I wasn't on the heroin, I'd cry my eyes out for my kids now, you know? Don't get me wrong, I love them all to bits. But, you know, I can't really see them while I'm in this predicament.
This is gonna go up in my bedroom.
Other way around, babes.
Is that right?
The other way, babes.
When I was just a little boy, I asked my mother, what shall I be? Shall I be Swansea? Shall I be scum? This is what she said to me. Take your father's gun and shoot the Cardiff scum. Forever will be my son, you'll always be Swansea. Who are we? Jack or me? Who are we? Jack or me?
Leanne's son in Swansea, like in like a shared flat, like with smart heads down and outs.
Hi, right, this is Clint, the Old Famous Clinty. This is a friend's bedsit, as they call it. He said I could stay here for a couple of days, so I made myself at home. Oh, I had to come out, didn't it? I started a program now with methadone. Done me a world of good. For some people, right, it'll make them worse, and then they have an habit on top of they have an heroin habit on top of a methadone habit.
People like Clint are stupid, like, they think it's the answer, like.
You disagree with him?
It's gone again a minute. Right, I'm better out and in, innit? You know what I mean? Because I want off the heroin, and when I get to that point when it's making me better, I'll stop using heroin, and then eventually, in a couple of months, gradually come off the methadone. And whereas I'll be a brand new, squeaky, clean person again.
With rotten teeth.
I've been on it since I can remember, 14, which is the best part of my
Well,
life.
anyway, I'm just doing about my day-to-day thing. Come on, I'm going down the shop now.
Is it?
Come on if you want.
Oh, well, if it's all about him, he's a fucking idiot.
Before I had the bed sit, this is where we used to go up. I had to have a dig, like, dig up means like inject our heroin and what have you. Bish, bash, bosh.
Look, there's pin tops up there where he's standing.
This is where we used to go. If we point down there, this is where we used to go.
We started. We get the needles. We get the needles from there.
It's our fault why the needles are down
People
there.
shouldn't clean up.
They give us,
It's
they
not
give
our
us things.
Hang on, let me put this camera right now. Hang on, it's not our fault the needles are down there.
Yeah.
We clean
People
up
like
what
us.
we
Yeah,
used to use.
yeah.
Months ago when I used to come here, I always used to take.
Yeah.
I always used to take my doings with me and put them in the sin bin and take them back to the drug project. The dirty smackheads that are around, they leave needles about and then what have you. We are the clean smackheads, a user. We are users, not smackheads. Well, what you don't sit on any fucking needles, man.
I would have thought the heroin consumption, considering that 90% of heroin comes from Afghanistan, how much has come into the country?
But it's not all about
our
fucking
British
Afghanistan, really. It's
Well,
why are we using it, you know?
False.
Yes,
Why-
I know,
why-
but the
At the end of the day,
documentary
you
is
don't have-
about how there's
Yeah,
been
but they want
such
to
an
know about
increase.
Swansea and things. Why are we using it so much? And basically, at the end of the day,
Well, I wasn't
why?
told
Because
that.
it's boredom.
I think that a lot of heroin addicts are using the actual I'm addicted to heroin to get away with the way that they're looking, the way that they talk to people, and the actual way that they live their lifestyle. I like to think that I've proven them all wrong. I've been a heroin addict since I was 18 years of age, which is nearly 10 years. Yeah, I'm well known around town for shoplifting to fund for my habit, but fingers crossed that if someone walked past me in the street, they wouldn't think that I was a dodgy looking bastard, excuse my French, and consider me to look like a typical smackhead. Like you see off Train Spotting, you know? I can't see any reason why I can't turn my life around.
It's almost done, like, innit?
Right, we having a dig, are we?
Yeah.
Positive mental attitude, as I put underneath. You know, I wake out of bed in the morning and I see the sign it's on the wall, like. So I look at that and think, right, PMA, positive mental attitude. So at the end of the day, positive mental attitude. Right, what am I going to do today? Straight to chemist, I'll have my methadone. Positive mental attitude, there's one. Number two, go and score a fucking bag. Positive mental attitude, yeah?
Nice one, son.
My spelling's not too good though, sorry. I just want to be part of my kids and my ex-wife, you know, I just want the chance to be a daddy, yeah? I love my babies. I said to myself, PMA, I'm gonna stop using any type of drug before I get in touch with my children ever again. Because it wouldn't be fair on my children if I was to go, oh, you know, that's my daddy, that is, but your daddy's a junkie.
My old man's never been on the streets, homeless. He's just been a junkie and a drug dealer most of his life, and a burglar and in and out of jail. He's not selling drugs at the moment or committing crime, but he's still using drugs and...
Please don't litter or urinate on the stairs. He wants to put me out or use needles. That's for him to have a boot, smoke the heroin on the foil. That's probably 2 days, between 3.
So how many do you drink a day?
But 12 each. But 12 each, yeah. Come back, come in. Come on, say. She's a baby.
No, he can't
have a joint.
Of course you can.
Yes, you can
Where's
you?
my can then? Hang on, let me have it.
That's mine, is it?
Well, Cornelius, just give me. Cornelius, just give one between me and you.
Why? Dad.
Put it there. I put it on top of that. Right by you.
Oh, cards, Dad.
Yes, it is. No, it is. Sorry, I picked yours up.
Listen, turn it off, Sam.
Dad, come here. Dad, just come here a sec. It's in your hand. And it's got
No, I just opened it.
Yeah, and you got one in the fridge, kid. Come here.
No, I haven't.
Yes, you have. That one in the fridge is yours, Daddy.
That's Carlo, my sister's boyfriend. My sister Libby.
Carlo.
Alright.
My old man Sean. Jazz, Ballet, Darren. And my Mrs. Amy, who've met already.
Well, I've known her for years, but we recently got to meet on the streets, wasn't it?
Yeah, we met drinking in town. We
In
did.
town, drinking in town.
In the last 4 years, everyone said there's been a lot more heroin in Swansea. Is that true?
Oh, yeah.
Lots of it.
We gotta go back now to the 60s. You've got to take it from the 60s, really. And you could do chemists, and it'd be amazing. You know, there'd be wood.
Morphine and...
Shut up.
Morphine.
Shut up.
People these days have just grown
I've
up
grown up
so
around it.
terrible.
Yeah.
Everybody's doing gigs, everybody's doing it.
They grown up
You know,
around
people
it.
just don't care. You know, now, because their mother or their father or their brother or their cousin is doing it, they're all doing
It don't make
it.
no difference about your mother or your father.
Of course it do.
It's about
Easy.
you. It's about you. It's your brain.
Look at the kids now, 10, 20 years ago, it's different. Look at them now.
Yeah, and yeah, my teacher, my
Is it really? Hurry up my can then.
start dropping.
No, hang on, I'm not saying it's the parents' responsibility. What I'm saying is, if you're around people doing it, if your mother and your father, your aunt, your uncle, or anybody that's around you 24/7 is on heroin, obviously you're going to take it. I'm not blaming you or Mammy, Dad. I'm just saying I got sucked into the wrong circle.
Yeah. We went
wrong with.
Right, hang on now. How did you get sucked into it? I never used in front of you. Your mother never used in front of you.
Right, as a kid I did catch you to go something the toilet with the works in your arm, shit like that. Yeah? Right, started smoking fags and drinking, then he went to smoking dope, then he went to smoking dope with you, seeing you smoking dope once I'd started smoking dope, but that's part of it, isn't it? Drinking drugs.
Yeah,
That's
so
what, that's the circle you're in.
You shouldn't have been, should you?
That's
Don't know, I got an abscess.
I know,
That's
I
how
would
it
never,
was.
I'd never laid a
I
finger
got an
on
abscess.
I think once I hit you, didn't I?
Don't
One
get
time.
into this now, speak to the question.
And that was in another house.
How long was you homeless for, Carlo?
Ooh,
I'm lucky at the moment. I got a
don't
girlfriend with a flat at the moment.
Right,
So,
yeah.
God knows what's going to happen if she kicks me out. You back,
Well, if you're a bit
whatever I
nicer,
want
you
to
wouldn't be
sleep like,
worrying with
alright.
you, love.
How many times have you been into detox and rehab and whatever?
Detox. I've been to detox about
10, 12 times.
10, 12 times. Maybe. I didn't stay that long.
My mother and father split up.
That's how his mother got
I was
clean.
13. My mother got clean. I stayed with dad. Heck off. I
No,
stayed
my
with dad.
fault, I'm saying.
In and out.
It's sticking the road in.
In and out the
No,
detox,
Mammy and Daddy
rehab,
both got
whatever.
clean.
It'd be like Jeremy
Clean
Kyle
for
now.
8 weeks.
Oh, he's pissed on all day,
Let
innit?
me tell you something now. She's one bitch.
Oh, Dad,
Dad,
leave it out
come on,
now,
Dad.
innit? Just stop, don't speak about it like that. It's not
Well,
nice.
she's not a
Well,
bitch.
he's just
I
saying
didn't
what he
mean to
thinks
insult
me off.
dogs.
Say what he's saying.
That's it, Dad, innit?
Sleep.
It's a long story.
No, it's not. It's a short story. If I have a minute with my son, Amy seems to think that little bit of love in that minute, she's losing. She won't allow us to have 5 minutes together.
You're the
And-
same, I'm sure.
Quiet.
It's not fact, is it?
Yeah, hurry up, because we got 1 minute now, right? And blah, 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 blah. Doosh. Like I used to beat you when he was a little baby.
Shut up.
All I'm saying is the truth. She's one evil person.
Oh, who's stepping in the toilet? There wasn't on the back of the seat. Leave it on the
She's on
shoulder.
daddy's girl, innit?
Yeah. Shiva, where's the magpie?
Come on in, save up here, save up here. Come on. Come here, save up, come here.
It's a chaotic family I got, innit?
Oh, we're not chaos, excuse me. You've got a loving family.
I was a man. 回の映像いかがでしたか？次回はこちら。スワンジーラブストーリーパート4では、時代とともに変わる街の姿とそれを見つめてきた住民を取材。今や仕事が減ってしまった街では、ドラッグの売買とともに売春が蔓延。そんな街で住民の声に耳を傾けます。近日公開、お楽しみに。